Have you ever wanted to capture those wide, sweeping landscapes or squeeze everything into a tight indoor space, but without spending a ton of money? Well, I was on the hunt for a lens for my camera that could just do that. Something small, lightweight, and easy to carry around while traveling. And I came across a tiny retro-looking ultra-wide-angle lens for just 147 New Zealand dollars, which is around 83 USD. Honestly, I wasn't expecting much at first, but after using it for a few weeks, it really surprised me with how much it can do. And I can't wait to show you what I've captured with it. Hi everyone, I'm Sasi Harsha, a wedding and portrait photographer from New Zealand. In this video, I'm sharing my hands-on experience using this little cookie lens, the 7Artisans 10mm f3.5. I've been using it for about a week now, mainly for wide-angle shots, and I'll walk you through how it performs, what I liked, what I didn't, and of course, I'll show you some of the photos I've taken with it. I've been searching for an affordable ultra-wide-angle lens to go with my Fuji setup, and I already have the XE 15-45 kit lens and the Viltrox 25 f1.7, but I wanted something wider, especially for the travel and those places where you want to fit everything into the frame. And when I came across this 10mm f3.5 lens, the price was just like 147 New Zealand dollars, and which really caught my eye. The 10mm on the Fujifilm is equivalent to a 15mm view on the full frame sensor, which is very wide, creative, and fun to shoot with. It is small, lightweight, and perfect for travel, so I picked it up, and honestly, I'm glad I did it. This thing is tiny, like unbelievably small. It's super lightweight, and when paired with the Fujifilm X-M5, it feels perfectly balanced. I can slip the combo into a small bag or even a jacket pocket, and it's that portable. I really love the colorful markings on the lens, the red, yellow, blue and white color. They give it a charming retro vintage feel and almost like shooting with an old film camera, which I find really enjoyable. For $147, the build quality is surprisingly solid. It's mostly metal with some plastic inside, but it feels sturdy in hand. The focusing ring is smooth, the aperture ring has clear, clicky stops, really satisfying to use. It doesn't extend when focusing, which keeps the size or even the complete setup compact. The minimum focusing distance is just 20 centimeters, perfect for creative close-ups while still showing a wide background. And you even get a 37mm filter thread, so you can add a lens hood or even a small ND filters if you want. I personally don't have a 37mm filters, so I use a step-up ring from 37 to 49 and 49 to 52 to attach a 52mm filter. Now, it's only an f3.5 lens, not 2.8 or faster, so it's not really built for low light work. But for day-to-day shooting, travel, landscapes, and street photography, it's awesome. You might need to bump up your ISO or use your flash indoors, but for outdoor scenes, it's just right. And honestly, at this focal length, you're not looking for a bokeh, you're looking for depth and storytelling. I'm not usually into manual lenses, but this one is so easy to use because it's ultra-wide. Just set it to f8 or f11, pre-focus around few meters, and everything is sharp. Focusing is pretty smooth, precise, and once you get used to it, it's actually quite fun. For street shots, landscapes, or urban scenes, it's perfect. If this were a portrait lens, I would probably skip it. But for wide-angle shots, manual focusing really isn't a big deal. Let's talk about image quality. This is actually where I was really impressed. For such a tiny lens, the images come out sharp, the lines stay almost straight, and overall, the rendering looks really nice, especially considering the price. I wouldn't call it razor sharp, but honestly, it's more than good enough for what you're paying. And you might notice a little bit of a perspective distortion if you're shooting buildings or architecture, but that's totally normal for ultra-wide-angle lenses. But what I really love, though, is the 10-point sun stars. When you're shooting into the sun, they create those gorgeous sun starbursts that make your landscape shots look really special. Let's talk about flare, because you will see some. If you shoot directly into the sun or a bright light source, you can get this big circular flare that can be a bit distracting. But the fix is simple. Use a lens hood or slightly change your shooting angle and you're good. You'll also notice a bit of vignetting and some purple fringing in the high contrast areas, but honestly, nothing major. If you use a small aperture like f8 or f11 instead of f3.5, you will likely reduce the amount of vignetting. Sometimes, even after stopping down, you might see a slight vignetting, and sometimes it's not visible. However, this can be corrected in the post. For such a small budget-friendly lens, it performs really well. Alright, just to quickly go over the downsides of this lens, you do get a bit of flare if you're shooting into the sun directly, and there is some vignetting when it is wide open. The f3.5 aperture means it's not really built for low light, and yeah, its manual focus only lens. Some people might find that a bit tricky, but honestly, I had so much fun with it. For about 147 New Zealand dollars, I really can't complain much. It performs way better than I expected for that particular price. So, after a week of shooting with it, here is my take. This tiny ultra-wide angle lens is totally worth it for the price. For just 147 New Zealand dollars, you get something compact, solid, and surprisingly fun to shoot with. It's easy to use, delivers great image quality, and is perfect for interiors, landscapes, travel, or just getting creative. Set it to f8 or f11, focus on infinity, and everything comes out sharp. Ideal for summer days, hiking trips, exploring new places, or to capture something stunning interiors. Before we wrap up, here is a quick montage of some of my favorite shots taken with Fujifilm X-M5 and 7Artisans 10mm f3.5 lens. I've used it for a variety of scenes like architecture, streets, birds, people, interiors, and even cityscapes during sunset. All of these are straight out of camera images using Fujifilm recipes for that signature look. I'll include the recipe name next to each image for reference. Enjoy the photos. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more photography reviews and travel stories. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy shooting.